far out. It's literally been like the last 3 seasons or 4 seasons I've done draft recaps, and that's like been it. So I made sure this time, just let's like let's try and keep it going. I'm pretty keen to get back into YouTube. Yeah, so I've been thinking about doing it for a while, and I was like, you know what, World Showdown Series is on its way back, so let's get in, like, obviously let's start with that. So obviously it will help me, obviously, like with the editing. Draft league videos aren't too hard to edit, so like it will just get me a bit of experience before I go for the more like explanations and top 5 kind of videos, which I find a little bit harder and take a little bit longer. But anyway, enough of that. This is not an update. This is meant to be the WSS. So the recap, for my drafts, I'm gonna try and explain. Each month. I actually did record this and decided to delete itself, which I'm a little bit pissed off about. But you know what? At least it gives me a little bit more, like, it gave me a bit more like time to explain. And yeah, it helped me. Let's see if I cannot ramble this time. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So for the first, I was actually like 10th of in the draft, and usually when you're like late, you kind of have to just go go with what you can get, because I wanted to try Celesteal or like Coco, but like well, not try, but I wanted to use them. But obviously you're a dreamer if you're trying to get Celesteal and Coco like beyond like 5th picks. Those mons just go ASAP. So those mons were taken, and one mon that wasn't taken was obviously our boy Happy Mew. Now, cheeky spoilers. Yeah, so Mew was the first mon, and this mon is probably one of the better mons to draft in draft league format. I won't say it's the best, but I'll definitely say it's one of the best, because this thing in prep is just a godsend. It literally just carries in prep. Personally, I like to prep for like heaps long, just because I find prepping in draft league more fun than actual battle league, to be honest. I love prepping. It's just like, it's like a puzzle piece. So Mew can just be whatever you want it to be, and it just it really helps with that. It's a rocker, defogger, bulky psychic, massive, like a really good wall if you need it to be, because obviously it has like Will-O-Wisp, soft ball and stuff, and obviously has coverage for days, so you can like just nail things like Scissors, Gliscors, Landos, stuff like that with its coverage, which obviously I love. So yeah, enough really about Mew. I just draft it because it's a beast. That's the first round pick. Usually draft the beast. So use that, and that's that. So for the second one, at this point I was like, you know what? We have Mew, right? Let's try and go for a mon like the Charizards, or even like Pinsir or like Mega Aggron, because they pair really nicely with Mew. So then I thought to myself, you know what? Because I have a lot of options still available, let's just try and get like the Dragon type of like the core. So I decided to look at the dragons, and one mon that was still there that like I've never really tried before is Garchomp. So I made that my second round pick, because Garchomp is a mon that in previous seasons I really slept on. This is actually the first time ever I've drafted Garchomp. I've really slept on Garchomp this generation and last generation, to be honest. Mainly because I used to hate drafting 4-time weak mons. Mainly because you just get, it just makes it harder for yourself, because everything could have HPs, and you've always got to be on the lookout and scout. I was back in the day, I was very trash at scouting. I would just I'd stay in and just be like, kill me pretty much. But I'm a lot better now, so I feel like I'll give Garchomp a little. I'll suss out Garchomp, and yeah, I've already played 3 weeks. And I don't want to spoil the battles, but yeah, Garchomp has been and is a fun mon to use. So yeah, hopefully it does well for the rest of the season. And yeah, I pretty much drafted it just because I wanted a good dragon like to start off with. So speaking of Fairy Dragon Steel Cores, I wanted to keep that going. Clefable was taken, which was a big rip. So I went for the next option, being Floriges, because with Mew, Garchomp, Floriges, I still kept like some of my other options open. I still kept like a Mega Pinsir draft open, or like even a Charizard Y draft wouldn't be too bad. Obviously, I'd always prefer Dugtrio over Garchomp, but you know, it was still an option. So I wanted Floriges just to pair up with Mew and Garchomp, because Floriges is really good, because the wish support from Floriges is very good. Keeps your team healthy, and you know, if your opponents don't capitalize on your like wish protecting and stuff, they're donezo. They're finished. You know, you just keep healing up and just outplay them. You know, it's also a cleric, Healbell, very good for reviving, like say like if Garchomp got willowed, bam, Floriges. Bulky mons like Melodic, you just spam Toxic. You know, you want to be able to heal that off, so that's why I Floriges with that. So yeah, so that's that. The fourth one in my draft, like I said, I wanted, you know, either a Charizard Mega or like Pinsir Mega Aggron. So I was like, you know what, I don't think those ones were gonna last any longer, so I was like, it's time to draft the Mega, and I decided to take Aggron. Now, believe it or not, this is actually I think I drafted Mega Aggron once in a tour, but not in a league ever before. So yeah, so I've used it like for 3 battles, but I've never used it other than that. So you know, I've always wanted to try it out, so I drafted it. It's been very good against me. I've really struggled to verse against Mega Aggrons in the past. So you know, I've been like, you know, I'll trust my boy Aggron to do some work. We have to give it a shot. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. With the wish support with Floriges, I feel like it should do really well. And obviously we have a good fighting switching with Mew. So pairs well with Mega Aggron. So next up we have Alola Mola, my Wishfish. This will always be on my draft. Facts. This thing is a beast. The wish support also is really good with Mega Aggron. I love prepping with Alola Mola. It's so much fun. I've literally just won like games just because this thing is just unkillable. It's so good. Yeah, enough said about that. It's just a beast of a fish. So what's next? Oh yeah, so we need a ground immunity. If a Landorus came and was like, I'm gonna run Choice Band, I'm doomed. I'm dusted. You know, I have no Levitate mons right now, and I wanted Crobat, not gonna lie, I did want Crobat, but someone sniped it. I was like, if I got Crobat and Mega Aggron plus Floriges, that would have been big oof, but I couldn't. So I decided to snag Gobert. I'm not sure how I feel about Gobert. I've literally never drafted this mon before as well. I've drafted 3 mons I've barely ever used, so I wasn't sure how I felt about that, but I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot, because logically it makes sense, obviously, with the Mega Aggron pick and the Floriges pick. So type-wise, it synergizes very well with my team. So I thought, you know what, let's try it out. So that's that. So after the Golbat pick, it is time to draft our electric type. And looking at what was left, I'm pretty sure it was either like Heliolisk, the Electabuzz, Electivire, or Jolteon. I think they were the main ones left. And looking at my speed tiers, I did not have the super fast speed tier of 120 or above, so I was like, you know what, I need that. So I decided to get Jolteon for that 130 speed now, because you need speed tiers. You need them on at least 120, like the 120 or above. Then you need one like 110, and then you need one at 100, so you got the 3 speed tiers. Preferably you want 130 and above, but like, you know, it's acceptable to have a 120. But you know, having a 131 means I can outspeed Greninjas, I can outspeed Tauntees. What can else Jolteon outspeed? Like all the Musketeers and just Zapdos or the base 100s. Very good mon. With its speed tier, Volt Absorb obviously lets me switch in. Because with Alomola, if they bring in electric type, I'm immediately forced out. So if I have something like Jolteon, like immune to that, outside of Garchomp, I can play around like hidden powers and stuff, which I thought was very good. Obviously as well, Jolteon, what was it? Obviously with Golbat as well, like, yeah, right now electric spam is very good against my team, so I thought, you know, getting immunity was amazing. So that's pretty much that. So now if you look at my team again, I don't have a fire type, nor, if you look at my team, I have no setup. Actually, that's a lie, I do have Mew and Garchomp, but let's just say Mew's not, like, if you take out Mew, because Mew's like maybe a rocker, I literally only have Garchomp as a setup mon. I'm like, no, bro, what am I doing? I have no one to do the business. So I was like, you know what? I need a mon I can set up. And looking at what was left, I think it was pretty clear. I decided to get a Volcarona. Now this mon is threatening. Quiver Dance pretty much just wins games. Literally just wins games. I know it's a bit of an exaggeration, but like, this mon is very, how do I say it? I'm not gonna say overhyped, but it's, a lot of people tend to spend a lot of their prep on Volcarona, if that makes sense. And what that means is that, like, if you spend a lot of your mons, you know, trying to take out Volcarona, it probably means that you're lacking, like, answers for, like, Mega Aggron or Garchomp. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, a lot of people tend to just over prep for Volk and not prep for the rest of the team. So I think Volk's a very good one to draft, just so, like, it doesn't matter if I bring it or not. Like, Volk's always got to influence their team, which I think is very good to have. Plus the special setup alongside Garchomp's physical setup is very nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's very good. So I can't wait to use that. So next up we have Gliscopod. Now this is probably the most weirdest pick I did, to be honest, because I already had a water type and a bug type. But the main reason why I wanted Gliscopod is for the spikes. The spikes is very good with this team. Plus I wanted a bit more priority. I don't think I have priority at the moment. No, I don't. I don't have a mon with really good priority. I think First Impression's probably one of the best, to be honest. It hits very hard. With 125 attack, this thing is a monster. So yeah, I can't wait to use that. And obviously with the Wish support, I think it just works well with my team. And there's also another good switch in on fighting types for like Mega Aggron. And obviously fire types. Actually, fire types do neutral, but it's still good to have. I still feel like it's a good switch in with Mega Aggron. So anyway, last two mons, and I'm like, alright, so I need. At this point, I'm like, I need more offense. I'm not Pichu without drafting fast offensive threats. Like, what am I doing? So I was like, I could have either picked up Porygon Z, but instead I was like, you know what, the speed of Porygon Z just isn't it. So I was like, I need something else. So I decided to get Swellow now. Swellow with this, the reason why I got Swellow was because it could either be a good Boom Burster or Facade threat. Now, Boom Burst is important because Boom Burst goes through substitutes. Biggest weakness of Alomola is getting subbed on. Big no for Alomola. Obviously I have Bug Buzz on Volcarona, but if I was like, you know what if I don't bring Bug Buzz, or what if I don't bring Volcarona, then then there's an issue. So I was like, you know, having the Boom Burst option just seemed more logical. And obviously the Facade threats pretty much destroys, like, if they try to bring like a Spadef AV mon or something, you know, a Facade, I could just Facade my way through that. I thought it was nice anyway. And for the final mon, we have Trevin. Now this mon, I could have either drafted this or Gourgeist. I decided, you know what, Trevin slept on. It's a pretty good mon. It's got good typing. Can be either defensive or like a bulky offensive threat. So yeah, so I'm keen to try it out. Gourgeist, I didn't draft Gourgeist because I play really bad with Gourgeist. In the past, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try a different mon. So yeah, that's pretty much the team. Now it's very bulky. Not what I'm used to. I'm literally using like a lot of mons that I haven't drafted before. Being, what was it again? Garchomp, Mega Aggron, Swellow, and Gobert. I mean, 4's not a lot, I guess, but I mean, relatively, it is like a decent amount. But anyway, yeah. So it's gonna be very interesting how I do. But yeah, that's basically the reasoning behind the team. Hopefully you guys can stick around and support the Aggrons. I will definitely try my best, and I'll try to definitely live com as many matches as I can. Because I really want to be I really want to get better at live comming plus playing games. Because I really enjoy watching those myself. So I really want to see if I can be one of those as well. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the WSS season recap. And you know, hopefully I don't forget to post this or post the other videos and die again. So that's basically that. And I guess I'll see you guys in the first week team builder. If I can't be bothered doing that, then the first week battle. And that's it. Hopefully you guys like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you then. Peace.